As an individual exposes more and more their emotional wounds, it is crucial to keep in mind that unfortunately, this attitude can be exploited by some people to cause harm. It is a reality that, while not universal, often some individuals find strange satisfaction in witnessing others suffering or, even worse, contributing to exacerbate it. This dynamic of cruelty and envy is regrettably not uncommon and can manifest in various life scenarios, such as at work, in social circles, and even within the family. Welcome everyone to another video from the Historical Channel. If this is your first time on my channel, I ask you to help me by subscribing and liking the video, so I can continue creating more content like this in the future. Consequently, learning to protect the weak points can become a valuable asset. If we imagine ourselves as a tree in the midst of a storm, we see the leaves shaking and the branches swaying in the wind, but the trunk remains firm, deeply rooted in the earth. This is a portrait of the silent resilience we seek to teach, the ability to stand firm and strong despite adversities. We will explain how to further strengthen your resilience, demonstrating that it is not easy to be affected by external or internal turbulence. Each challenge turns into an opportunity to grow, assimilating the strength of the tree that, even swaying, does not allow the storm to knock it down. It is not about denying the existence of the storm but choosing not to be vulnerable to it. This learning process will allow you to be the architect of your destiny, maintaining a solid, robust, and calm posture even amid chaos. In this video, we will delve into the 18 Stoic principles of Epicurus, a prominent and renowned philosopher whose ideas have endured over time. Furthermore, I invite you to embark on the journey of self-discovery, where you will discover that true strength lies not in the thunder's roar but in the serenity of the light that illuminates our path. Therefore, I urge you to dedicate the next few minutes to this content, setting aside daily distractions. Let's focus together on this learning process. Let's start with principle number 1, listen twice as much as you speak. This philosophical premise invites us to reflect on a human peculiarity, having 2 ears and only 1 mouth. In Epicurus's teachings, this anatomical distinction is not a coincidence but a wise sign that we should give more importance to listening than to speaking. Why? Because by paying full attention to others, we open the doors to learning and mutual understanding. By actively listening, we gain a broader perspective of the world around us. Epicurus encourages us not only to marvel at our own voice but to value and learn from the experiences, thoughts, and perspectives of others. In summary, true growth and advancement in life are achieved by absorbing and assimilating the knowledge shared by those around us. From this principle, we are urged to reorient our attention, listening with empathy, openness, and humility to promote enriching dialogue and a deeper understanding of the world we inhabit. Principle number 2, be prepared to fail. For it is the only way to progress in our pursuit of success and accomplishments. We tend to avoid failure at all costs, however, according to Epicurus, failure is not an obstacle but an invaluable opportunity for growth and improvement. Instead of fearing to be considered fools for making mistakes, we should embrace the possibility of failure as a means to move forward. This perspective challenges the conventional notion of success, pointing out that it is not a sudden event but rather a process of continuous learning. Epicurus encourages us to see error as a catalyst for honing our skills and approaching excellence. Through the process of trial and error, we refine our abilities, overcome obstacles, and draw closer to our goals, both professional and personal. Principle number 3, always expect the worst. Anxiety, born of constant anticipation of unfavorable circumstances, can plunge us into a state of continuous and exhausting stress. We worry about the future, fearing that our loved ones will disappoint us, that we will face economic problems, or that other unexpected setbacks will surprise us. Epicurus, with his radical and practical approach, suggests a shift in perspective to address this anxiety. He challenges us to consider that those things we fear so much may have already occurred. This mindset, though initially disconcerting, propels our spirit to develop coping and adaptation strategies. By assuming that the worst has already happened, we equip ourselves with psychological resilience to face the challenges that may arise. Through this change in our perception, we cultivate a resilience that allows us to face the future with greater calmness and confidence. Principle number 4: be aware of the dangers of fortune. The desire to achieve wealth is often coveted by many, but few recognize the inherent dangers in it. It is not only about the people who approach us when they see us prosperous, pretending a friendship they do not really feel. Money, once obtained, has a transformative power over people, a power that is not always beneficial. Often, upon acquiring this coveted fortune, we also acquire something unexpected, the possibility that our moral values will be threatened or distorted. The possession of wealth can influence our character, leading us to complacency and distancing us from life's true joys. This is a warning that, when we find ourselves in situations of material abundance, we should be cautious and vigilant not to allow this wealth to alter our fundamental principles and values. Principle number 5: do not cling to a single hope. As human beings, we have the ability to dream and pursue multiple goals and aspirations. Betting all our hopes and dreams on a single goal can be risky because failure in that single goal could be devastating. Epicurus encourages us to diversify our dreams and aspirations. By pursuing multiple paths to success, we multiply our opportunities to achieve our goals. This offers us flexibility and resilience, allowing us to adapt to constantly changing circumstances and find satisfaction in various areas of our lives. By not fixating on just one hope or aspiration, we prepare ourselves better to deal with setbacks and seize the opportunities that life presents us. Before we continue, I want to invite you to become a member of our Stoic channel. Together, we can explore the principles of Stoicism and find the inner strength to face life's challenges. Just click on the Join button below and be part of this journey of self-discovery. Let's go, join us, and let's grow together. Principle number 6: true wealth lies in a contented spirit. Due to Stoicism, Epictetus had his own conception of happiness, which we can understand through one of his famous phrases: "A wise person is one who does not worry about what they do not have but rejoices in what they do have." This reflection goes beyond a simple thought. It is advice to learn to stop feeling distressed by the riches that are not yet part of our lives. While we allow ourselves to complain and lament for what is lacking, we waste valuable minutes of happiness in which we could be grateful for all that we have already achieved, which is much more than our eyes are accustomed to appreciating. Thus, a rich person is first and foremost a happy person, finding satisfaction and contentment not in the accumulation of material goods but in the appreciation and gratitude for what they already possess. Principle number 7: always remember that death awaits at the end of the road. This advice is not an invitation to pessimism but rather a reflection on the finite nature of life. Death is an inevitable destiny, the final outcome of our actions and efforts. Being aware of this universal truth prompts us to value the limited time we have in this world. This awareness leads us to reconsider our priorities and question the relevance of dedicating decades to acquiring material possessions that ultimately have no value. Principle number 8. Incorporate humility into your life. If you truly want to learn something, it is essential to unlearn what you believe you already know. With this phrase, Epicurus invites us to make use of our humility, especially in the realm of learning. Living with the pride of knowledge distances us further and further from the authentic knowledge that arises from the conviction that we are completely ignorant of what we intend to learn. In this way, we will see everything through which we are exposed daily. Epicurus left us wise advice on this. We must surround ourselves with people who motivate us to give our best. People's behavior greatly influences our mental state, who drains our energy and ruins our day, while others fill us with joy and vigor. Therefore, one of the smartest decisions we can make is to ally ourselves with those who bring good vibes into our lives while bidding farewell to those who have the ability to correct the error by resorting to guilt is a temptation difficult to avoid, but only people driven by a firm determination to overcome it are capable of avoiding it and, at the same time, taking responsibility for their actions. Principle number 11. Never forget that your reactions forge your destiny. We should not underestimate our reactions as they definitely mark our success or failure. Epicurus was very categorical about this. We do not have the possibility to change the role in society and the world. The sun does not need praise or enchantments to rise every morning, but it does so without fail every day, and that is definitive. Likewise, just as every part of nature fulfills its function, we must fulfill our obligations. If we expect to please or receive praise to do our work, we are failing both the environment to which we belong and ourselves. If we know our task and are aware that other people depend on it, it is our role. When you allow others' comments and attitudes to bother you, you are handing over control of your life. Anyone capable of making you angry becomes your master. However, that person can only make you angry if you allow yourself to be disturbed by them. Epicurus makes us understand that there are many keys within us, and some lead us to happiness, while others lead us directly to emotional ruin, and it is precisely this latter key that we hand over to those who. Principle number 14. Bet on simplicity. Why live frugally if nowadays we have the opportunity to surround ourselves with all kinds of luxuries? The answer is much simpler and more logical than it seems. Wealth does not sustain itself, but requires commitment and a lot of daily energy to preserve this system of luxuries and riches. In contrast, when we opt for a simple lifestyle, we stop being surrounded by the pressure of having to meet bill deadlines, loans, and credit cards. Principle number 15. Do not hate those who hate you, simply ignore them. You are much greater and completely superior to those who criticize, scorn, and discriminate against you. Therefore, do not waste your valuable time hating that person, as they do not even deserve to be present in your thoughts. We are encouraged not to fear people who harm us, as this noise represents a lamentable attempt to harm us. Thus, ignore it and become immune to it. This principle emphasizes the importance of resilience. Principle number 16. Friendship is above wealth. True wealth is genuine friends, as they will be there to support us if one day our material fortune dissipates. In our constant pursuit of success and accumulation of material goods, we often underestimate the power and importance of genuine human relationships. Authentic friends are those who offer unconditional support, who provide comfort in difficult times, and celebrate our joys without expecting anything material in return. Principle number 17. Stop worrying about what is beyond your control. You own your opinion, but not your reputation. You have the desire and zeal for things that are beyond our capacity to control. By understanding and practicing this philosophy, we can significantly reduce stress and anxiety in our lives, cultivating an attitude of acceptance and inner peace. This helps us live more balanced lives and respond more effectively to the challenges we face. Principle number 18, always extract benefit from things. Whatever happens, it depends on you to take advantage of it or not. These were Epicurus's words, as you can see. Therefore, always try to find the positive in a situation, as this movement added up over your life, undoubtedly will take you further than simply lamenting. In addition to being incredibly useful for everyday life, Stoic principles are teachings that can help us navigate through tough times with interest and resilience. In Stoic philosophy, there is no room for fantasy, but only to apply learning and move on. If you liked the video, leave your like and subscribe to the channel, leave your comment on how this content would help you, activate the bell, and until next time.